Hello all. Alright, well, raining outside and I just made some homemade soup. It's made of sweet potato, leek, and garlic, and water. That's it. It's absolutely delicious. All organic ingredients. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. What I wanted to talk to you about is the pipeline proposed to take the tar sands from the west part of Canada all the way over to the east coast of Canada in one gigantic long pipeline. Let's go look at the board and look at the map of this proposed pipeline. That's some pretty good soup. Alright, so the blue line is the existing pipeline. The green line is where they would just finish up this whole pipeline, and they would then move all the horrific, terrible tar sands oil all the way through this pipeline and pump it all the way over to here, which then they would port out to ships to have it processed. The major problem with this is first of all, it takes a lot of fossil fuels to get this oil from here to here with all the separate pumps along the way. They also have to keep the pipe heated so that the oil will flow smoothly enough. And they will be crossing 960 waterways, creeks, rivers, lakes, that sort of thing, or 90 watersheds, whichever one you want to take. This is about this pipeline. Let's go look at some details. Okay, let's go over and look at some of the numbers. This Canadian proposed pipeline will be a total length of 2,968 miles, give or take a few. The amount of crude oil flowing through this pipe would be 1.1 million barrels per day. It would be like putting 7 million more cars on Canadian roads in the way of pollution. And the cost will be $12 billion. So TransCanada is going to be the builder of the pipeline. They're the ones trying to get the permit. They apparently submitted a 30,000 page permit process to get this pipeline built. The National Energy Board of Canada, or NEB, says this thing is not going to happen. They're going to fight it, along with many other environmental groups who are tied in with this group. Of course, as you know, the reason there is so much opposition to these pipelines is because of what it's delivering. It's delivering toxic oil to the people to be used in their cars and industries. This oil alone will catastrophically send the environment into a tailspin of absolute hell. Super heat waves, super cold waves, super winds, super rains, snow, sleet, hail so big the size of a basketball, possibly. It's nightmarish. You're not going to be able to grow foods, you're going to have starvation and absolute hell on planet Earth from wars, nuclear war, nuclear power plants melting down. I mean, it is just looking bleak if we put this oil on the market. It has to be stopped. Absolutely has to be if humans are going to make it. These warnings have been put out over and over and over by different environmental groups, science groups, doctor groups. Any professional will tell you, including the military, that this is foolish, that this is absolutely going to send the planet into a tailspin. What Canada has to do is as hard as what the U.S. is trying to do to stop our tar sands pipeline as well. It will be an endless battle because these people aren't about to stop. And look how much money they have in the coffers. Where does this money come from? Well, part of it comes from the sale of the product, and other parts comes from gifts the individual country that the pipelines or these projects are in. They become subsidized by a great deal by the individual country, and you have no say over it, even though they're using your money on it. So that's the pipeline update, and I appreciate all the ups and downs in the last video, and any comments you have to say, and any new subscriptions, and that soup that I showed you at the beginning. You know, you can make a huge pot of that and eat it all day, and it's only 2 sweet potatoes, 1 leek, and some garlic. How's that going to make you, gain weight? And it keeps your stomach full most of the day and gives you the energy you need. That and other foods will really help out. And don't forget, it's all organic. So until next time.